Hey guys, you can barely see my face right now because I'm behind this massive monitor, but it's actually not that massive. It's a 27-inch computer monitor, and I guess that's like a normal size for a computer monitor. But yeah, this is the Alienware AW2725DF. It is a 27-inch quantum dot OLED, 360 hertz gaming monitor, and yeah, you guys might be wondering, hey, haven't I seen you do another video about this kind of monitor? And yeah, I have. I've done a very similar monitor, except that one was Alienware's 34-inch curved monitor. This one is the 27-inch. The reason why is because the 34-inch, because it's so wide, it wasn't a good aspect ratio for my YouTube editing. For YouTube, like, I pretty much need to have the 16:9 aspect ratio. And yeah, it made it kind of a hassle when I'm playing a bunch of games, especially older games. They don't really support that aspect ratio, and I do play a lot of older games on my channel. So yeah, that ended up not working well for me. Just older games just do not work. Even newer games, some newer games don't work well either. They don't play well with that ultra wide aspect ratio. So that's why that 34-inch ultra wide version didn't work well for me. So right now I have a 27-inch Acer IPS monitor, which I did in another video comparing that to like an LG OLED monitor. And yeah, this is, I think 27 inches is the right size for me. I don't want to have a curved, I don't want to have an ultra wide. I think 27 inches is a good display size for me. So yeah, this time I'm going to do the 27-inch. Hopefully it'll work out. Yeah, I actually did another unboxing of a 27-inch OLED monitor, which was the LG. Was it Ultra Gear or something OLED. That one had an issue with the brightness setting. Apparently the brightness setting, it just didn't get bright enough. And I didn't know how to get it to make it brighter. I had it up to maximum brightness and it still wasn't very bright. So I had to return that one. And then of course the Alienware 34-inch didn't work out either because of the ultra wide aspect ratio. Hopefully third time's the charm, guys. This is the third OLED monitor I bought in the past year. Hopefully this one will finally work out for me. I've been just going back to my Acer 27-inch IPS every time because it's got the right aspect ratio and the right amount of brightness. So hopefully this one will be okay. This one will have the right amount of brightness. Hopefully, should be more than 1,000 nits, I hope. And yeah, and hopefully it's got the right aspect ratio because it's 27 inches, not ultra wide, right? It should be just a 16:9 aspect ratio. Anyways, yeah, you guys have seen a very similar unboxing with the 34-inch, but now we're going to do the 27-inch version. Oh man, that just comes out right like that. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see how we'll do this here. Let's flip it over this way. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's see what comes in the box here. So first of all, we got some measurement results. Always nice when they include this kind of stuff. So this is the factory monitor report here, the color calibration report on both sides. So basically it says, yeah, they did the testing on the sRGB DCI-P3 setting. So sRGB coverage should be more than 100%, and DCI-P3 should be 100% as well. That's very, very good, because DCI-P3 is pretty much the highest standard right now when it comes to color coverage. Yeah, and Adobe RGB and sRGB are kind of lower standards than DCI-P3. So yeah, it's cool that they give you the factory color calibration results so you guys can see basically, yeah, with the results of their testing right there on both sides. So every monitor that you get will have one of these testing results. Okay, and then you get basically this is like a what comes inside the box kind of thing. And also, yeah, the different inputs on the monitor, and then how it swivels and stuff. We'll take a look at that later when we get down to the how the monitor performs and stuff. All right. So let's see. What's this small little box thing for? Let's see. Okay, so this is just safety information and an alien head sticker because it's Alienware, right? If you want to like put bling on your monitor or your laptop or whatever with the alien head sticker, you can do that. Now I'm not like a huge fan of Alienware, but I've definitely had a lot of Alienware products. My main gaming laptop has been Alienware for the past, I would say, what, 8 years now? Yeah, my first Alienware laptop was back in 2016, and I've had different iterations of Alienware laptops as my gaming laptops ever since. So I think I've been pretty loyal to Alienware as far as gaming laptops are concerned. Yeah, it had their Alienware 15R3, their M15R2, the M15R5. Yeah, and actually even the R1 as well. So had quite a few different Alienwares. As well as the 13 OLED. They actually had an OLED laptop back then as well. Alright, you get a cleaning cloth right here. Microfiber cleaning cloth for your monitor. It's nice. Of course, you got the power cord. Pretty essential for plugging in your monitor. Power cord there. This is USB-B to USB-A. And when I mean USB-B, I don't mean micro USB-B. This is a full-size USB-B to USB-A. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, full-size USB, you don't usually see that too often. Usually you see it on printers and stuff nowadays, but yeah, sometimes you might see it, but it's not all too common. But yeah, full-size USB-B and to USB-A. And you get a HDMI, no, not HDMI. Yeah, here's HDMI. No, actually you don't get any HDMI. Wow, both of these are DisplayPort. Okay, no HDMI. So this is full-size DisplayPort to USB-C. Yep, full-size DisplayPort to USB-C. That means that I'm guessing the full-size DisplayPort goes into the monitor and USB-C goes into your device for the USB-C output, whether it be your phone or your laptop or your Steam Deck. A lot of devices have USB-C video output these days, and yeah, to full-size DisplayPort, which goes into the monitor, I guess. So that's a useful cable to have. And you have full-size DisplayPort to full-size DisplayPort. This would be useful if you have a desktop computer, basically. Like not many. I'm trying to think of laptops, but not many laptops have full-size DisplayPort. I can't really even think of any. Laptops usually come with HDMI, or they come with mini DisplayPort or Thunderbolt. Rarely do I ever see a laptop with full-size DisplayPort. So yeah, this will pretty much be for your desktop, right? Plug it into the GPU. That's how I'll be using it with my desktop, is plugging it right into the GPU. But yeah, full-size DisplayPort to full-size DisplayPort. Using with desktops. Alright, and some other stuff for the monitor here. So this is a stand for the monitor. So that's a stand right here. The other side, a little screw. It's probably just a very simple way of screwing the stand in. This one is a little plate thing, I think. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's a little plastic plate thing. I think this goes on the side of the monitor or something. This should be the, yeah, this should be like the stand for the monitor. I mean, this is the stand, but this is the thing that holds the monitor into the stand. All right. There we go. All right. So yeah, that's this one. This is yeah, basically you attach the monitor onto here and attach this end to the stand. And let's take a look at the actual monitor itself, which should be right here. Alright, so even 27 inches, this monitor is bigger than my Acer 27-inch. Alienware's always got a little bit more bling for the design, so the monitor is like a little bit bigger than your typical 27-inch for sure. Yeah, I think there's nothing else actually inside this box except for the monitor. So let's just take a look at this. Okay. It's actually not too heavy. Cover off. Alright, so by the way, full price, this monitor costs $750 US or $1,000 Canadian. So keep that in mind. But yeah, this is the monitor itself. Let me get this box out of the way actually. Okay, so by the way, forgot to talk about the price. So this Alienware monitor is $750 US or $1,000 Canadian. That means it's still very expensive for a monitor, but this is a quantum dot OLED monitor. Resolution is 2560 by 1440. So yeah, that's 1440. I find is a really nice resolution. That's the one I usually game at. I find 4K these days. First of all, for 4K, it takes up a lot of power from your computer. And another thing is, when I record in 4K, it takes up a lot of resources on my computer, a lot of storage space and everything. So yeah, I don't often find the benefit of recording in 4K not really worth it. So for me, recording in 1440p is enough. And plus, I still render all my YouTube videos in 1080p. And the reason for that is because the majority of devices out there are still, they're still like full HD, basically. If you look at your phones, your laptops and everything, the vast majority of them are still full HD. So, and plus, if you render in 1440 or 4K, it's going to take up more space on your computer, and yeah, I just often find the benefits it's not worth it, right? And especially if you if I'm recording on a camera or something like that, that also takes up more battery life as well. So anyways, I find 2560 by 1440 a good resolution for playing games right now. I don't need 4K, and this goes up all the way up to 360 hertz. Very, very high refresh rate. I don't think I'll go that high. I'm not a competitive gamer, so I rarely even go up to 120, let alone 360. So yeah. Otherwise, yeah, 27 inches, quantum dot OLED. That's the part of the reason why it's so expensive. It is a bit cheaper than 34-inch ultra wide, of course. That one was closer to maybe $900 US, I would say. So this is like $150 cheaper. So not like that much cheaper, but yeah, still cheaper than the 34-inch ultra wide, of course. But yeah, this was essentially what the display looks like, and because it's an Alienware, first of all, it's not like curved or anything like that, and that's fine. I don't need a curved display. If you look at the back here, so that's where it mounts to the stand, and I think it's actually easier. Don't attach it to the stand yet. I can show you guys the inputs on the back of the monitor, and it's not too heavy right now, so I can just hold it like this. So there's a full-size HDMI, 2 full-size DisplayPort inputs on that side. And then on this side, there is 3 USB ports. Yeah, 3 USB ports. I'm just going to take a look. Yeah, one of them is full-size USB-B, and the other 2 is full-size USB-A. And then we have the power cord right there. That's where it goes. And yeah, full-size HDMI, 2 full-size display ports there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to say that that's not like a huge amount of inputs, but that's fine, right? Because yeah, 2 full-size display ports and full-size HDMI, that's 3 different inputs. I think that's fine. Of course, you got to have the Alienware head logo. That's part of the Alienware design. So yeah, all in all, I think that's a good, decent port selection. Not like too crazy or anything like that, but definitely 3 is enough, I feel. Some displays only give you like 2, just an HDMI display port. So this one gives you 2 display ports, which is nice, and 3 extra USB ports if you want to use that as a USB hub or something. So that's nice. All right. So now I'm gonna put it on the stand. Okay. Should be pretty simple. This one's not like I need a screwdriver or anything. It should just be as simple as this, and then just hand screwing this side in. All right, as simple as that. And then for this, I think just like mount it like that. I think I just mount it like that, right? Okay, just lock it in place. Okay, that's easy. All right, and that's pretty much it. Lock it in place. Okay, so as far as what you can do with rotating it and stuff, you can rotate it, you know, vertically like this. Yeah, you can rotate like vertically like that. Although this stand doesn't really like go up or down that much, so there's no point in really rotating like this, because I don't think it's actually you can do like this. Okay, so you can rotate it like fully vertically if you want. So it does go for fully vertically. You just gotta yeah, do it like this. It goes fully vertically. That's if you really need the vertical space. for programming or whatever. And then, yeah, you can tilt it. Like you can tilt it. This is as far up as it tilts. I can also tilt it down like this, and that's as far down as it tilts. So that's the range of movement there. And then the range of movement from side to side is nothing. You can't tilt it side to side. Okay, you can only tilt it up and down like that, and you can rotate it like that. That's about all you can do with it, I guess. Yeah, you can't raise it or lower it. I think that's something I could do with my Acer. I don't think I can do it with my Alienware. But anyways, that's it. Got my Alienware 27-inch QD OLED monitor here. This back panel here. So this is after you you install all your cords and stuff. You put all your cords in, and then you just put this little plate on to kind of hide the back section here. Although for me, it's not like anyone's going to look at the back part anyways. I'm putting it against pretty close to my windows, so it's not like anyone's really going to care about the back or see the back much. So I think it's fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison between this and the Acer monitor that I currently use, kind of like what I did with the LG Ultra Gear video I did a review on last year. So yeah, I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison, and then we're going to play some games using this monitor, and yeah, just kind of indulge and appreciate how good the OLED display on this monitor is. Hopefully this won't have the same issues as the LG Ultra Gear did, so hopefully it'll be bright enough. That's the only concern I have right now, because I know this is going to be the proper aspect ratio. It's not going to have the issues the Ultra Wide did, but now I just hope that it doesn't have the issue that the LG Ultra Gear OLED I reviewed before. Hopefully it doesn't have that issue where it doesn't get bright enough. So yeah, we'll see. The IPS display might still be brighter, because I think IPS has always had an advantage in brightness. But yeah, we'll see. So anyways, yeah, the stand has the Alienware kind of lettering, branding on the side here. You guys can also see it's fairly thin and it's fairly light. I wouldn't say like it's, it's not exactly, really light or anything like that. But for a monitor, a 27-inch monitor, it's not that heavy. Yeah. So anyways, as far as monitors go, it's fairly light, I would say. So anyways, stay tuned guys. I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison between this one and my Acer. Oh yeah, so actually you can adjust the height on this monitor. I just had to, push it down with a little bit more force, but once you do, it does go down. So yeah, it does have height adjustment like this. As it should, right? Because I think if any high-end monitor should have ability to adjust the height. So this is just like my current Acer monitor. So yeah, you can adjust the height. So yeah, just gotta like push down a little bit more force. If you guys can't get it down right away, just put a little bit more pressure and it'll go down. Alright, so now I have the two monitors set up side by side here. I have the Alienware 27-inch QD OLED on the right side, and my old Acer Predator 27-inch IPS on the left side. And hopefully you guys can tell the difference between IPS and OLED here, because there is a pretty noticeable difference. You guys can tell that the IPS monitor looks a bit more washed out. The OLED, the contrast, saturation, the colors just pop out more. So hopefully you guys can see that difference. It's even more noticeable in person than it is on camera, actually. And something I forgot to mention about the Alienware when I was doing the initial unboxing is where the power button is. So the power button is right here. Right all the way on the edge here, and you guys can see it with the little RGB lighting here. That's actually pretty consistent with all the other Alienware designs, right? You guys can see my Alienware laptop also has a similar lighting. And to adjust the display settings, it's just one button underneath the monitor. So this is pretty similar to how LG does it as well. So there's a little knob here, I would say. It's kind of like a joystick type of control. So it's very similar to what LG does on their monitors as well. So you press it, and you have the different preset modes right here, and you can also go left and right and up and down. So this is pretty much very similar to LG monitors. If you guys have used LG monitors, very similar. Just one button down here. You can it's like kind of like a little joystick where you can go left, right, up and down, and press it in as well. Just one button that you can do everything with. So right now you can just adjust the different preset modes. You can do game enhanced mode, dark stabilizer, console mode, alien vision, brightness and contrast. Have it at both set to 75% right now. Input source, which is set to HDMI right now for this one. Alien FX lighting. So right now, I believe on the back you can see the Alienware head, the alien head logo glow, the same color as the button right here. So it's glowing blue right now. You can change that with the Alien FX. Display right now 16:9 aspect ratio. Smart HDR. That's all on. PIP menu. Yep, you can basically this is all the settings here. So you can see the firmware, everything. You can even do a screen test. So a lot of things you can do there. All right. So let's see. Input source, brightness, contrast. That's fine. Alien vision. You can turn it to night, clear, bino, chroma, and crosshair. So those are the different modes here. I'm just going to leave it off. Dark stabilizer, I'm not sure what this thing does, but they have a dark stabilizer there. And I just want to show you guys different preset modes. So right now this is the standard mode right here. If I change to FPS, looks like it brightens things up a bit. If I change to MOBA RTS, actually looks pretty similar to standard. RPG, little bit lighter, I guess. Sports, again, I don't know why, like what RPG or FPS needs a certain type of mode, like for display anyways, I don't get that. How did they even calibrate that? Creator mode is pretty dark. So just, yeah, sports mode is again, I don't know, like what's the difference between these two? How do they even optimize it for each game? Creator mode is pretty dark. Game 1 mode, this is what it looks like. Game 2 mode is Game 3 mode. Game 1, 2, and 3 are actually all the same. I guess you can kind of customize those. Warm, again, warm looks the same. Cool, okay, cool definitely looks like a little bit cooler, right? So this is warmer and this is cooler. Hopefully you guys can see that. And in custom color as well. I'm just going to leave on standard. So right now I just have a K-pop music video playing. That's what I usually use to test. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see the differences, IPS versus OLED here. And I have both these videos set to 1440p because both of these monitors are 1440 resolution monitors. And yeah, I'm just going to play them both at the same time. So guess what, guys? The Alienware monitor doesn't even have any speakers. The Acer monitor does. So yeah, I guess I'll just play this K-pop music video. It's set to 1440p resolution right now for both of them because they're both 1440p monitors. I guess both at 60 hertz or whatever right now. And yeah, I'll just play the sound out of the Acer since the Alienware doesn't even have speakers. And hopefully you guys enjoy the difference in color and contrast. Yeah, that's a good video to test with because it's a good contrast between the white outfits that the girls are wearing and the colors in the pool and the shining lights in the background. Alright, so now we're going to test out gaming, and I thought why not Elden Ring, a game I've been playing for a while now. Really love this game. It's one of my favorites, and I think just one of my favorite RPGs and one of my favorite games of all time. Alright, so continue here. And it's also a really beautiful game as well. The environments and everything. Alright, so this is actually in the DLC, which I got, Shadow of the Erdtree. Let's see here. Let's get up to the main area. Actually, a really beautiful place I think I could go to is the Cerulean Coast. That's a really beautiful place in this DLC. Check that out. And again, this monitor doesn't have speakers, so that's one thing about it. But you know, most people who have who are gaming with a monitor don't really use the monitor speakers anyways. They're probably using an external speaker setup. So anyways, yeah, you can see this how beautiful this area is. This is the Cerulean Coast. Really nice area. Oops. There we go. Oh, what the heck? I thought I killed that dragon. Is it still there? Okay, I'm not going to bother that. But yeah, just a really stunningly beautiful area with these flowers and stuff. Oh shit, I hate this thing. Everything's out to kill you in this game. Let's see, let's go to another place here. Catacombs. Oh, there's another crazy area. Look at this. Skadurabus. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful. So obviously, this monitor is great for playing games. I mean, you guys know that if you're buying this monitor. It's Alienware, it's 360 Hz refresh rate, QD OLED, and plus, yeah, 1440p. It's all great for gaming. So, should be no surprise there that this monitor is great for gaming. It's really great for anything. It's QD OLED, right? Watching movies or playing games or, you know, really anything. Watching videos. Just a great, great monitor. So. Yeah, that's it, guys. I think this is probably the monitor I'll stick with because unlike the LG Ultra Gear I had before, this doesn't have any brightness issues. It seems to be just right. And yeah, it doesn't have a weird aspect ratio like the ultra wide does. So I can use it for recording and yeah, for my YouTube channel and everything without any issues. And I can probably run older games fine on this as well since it's 69. So yeah, overall, I think it's just a great monitor. So those of you guys who are not into curved ultra wides and you still want like a QD OLED monitor, 1440p, I think that's a great resolution for gaming, by the way. I think 4K is a little bit overkill, but yeah, definitely pick up this monitor. I think this is a good one. And unlike the LG Ultra Gear I had, which is pretty much similar specs, except the LG Ultra Gear had some brightness HDR issues that I couldn't figure out, and it ended up being way too dark for my liking. But Alienware doesn't have such issues. So yeah, and then on top of that, you have the design, right? So you have the Alienware design, you know, with the alien head and everything, and overall the Alien FX stuff, which makes it look like, I know some people find it like tacky, right, to have this RGB stuff, but Alienware is just more of a gamery brand than LG is. So yeah, I think for an OLED monitor on the market, this one's not too bad. $750 US. Yes, it's expensive, but it's not like too bad. I mean, I remember back in the day when I bought the Asus ROG. What is it? There was a quantum dot Asus ROG 4K monitor that I bought back in 2019, and that was like a $2,000 monitor. So that was, and that was 27 inches. Like that was this size, and it was quantum dot. It was 4K, and it wasn't even OLED. And I think I paid like 2K for that back in 2019. So I mean, this one you have what, QD OLED now, and it's 750 bucks. That's really good compared to monitors for even just a few years ago, right? So yes, it's expensive, but you got to take into consideration that the prices have dropped a lot in the last few years, right? For OLED monitors, like OLED monitors, even just a few years ago, like would have been, yeah, like 2,000 bucks or something, right? So yeah, I do appreciate that. Really, I think OLED monitors have come a long way, and now they're reasonably affordable now. Definitely, you know, not like IPS cheap or anything like that, but reasonably affordable now. Yeah, they used to be like $2,000 and over $2,000 just a few years ago. So really, I think $750 for this kind of monitor is a good deal, to me anyways. Like I've had experience like buying like way more expensive stuff than this. So yeah, to me, for this quality of monitor, you know, 360 hertz QD OLED 1440p, yeah, it's worth 750 bucks. I think that's a reasonable price for it. So anyways, that's it, guys. I recommend this monitor. It's a good one. I definitely prefer it to the LG Ultra Gear monitor that I got before, with similar specs. You know, it's an OLED and everything, 27 inches, 1440p. Except yeah, it had the brightness HDR issues. The Alienware doesn't have that. So, anyways, I really like this monitor. Highly recommend it. So that's it, guys. The Alienware. What's this model number? 2725. DF, AW2725DF. Yeah. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I think this is going to be my main computer monitor from now on. Now, I forgot to mention on top of all the specs that I already mentioned, it's 0.03 millisecond response time, DCI-P3 99.3% coverage. Yeah, DCI-P3, that's really good color coverage, and HDR 400 certified. So those are the other specs for this monitor. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of it in the comment section below, and it's probably going to be my main computer monitor from now on. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.